Good morning, class. In today's English class, we will continue with the chapter A Young Girl and Her Diary. Today, we will be completing language structure and grammar glee. These exercises you have to do in your books only. Now, let's start with phrasal verbs. Some verbs, when used with some prepositions and adverbs, convey a different meaning. Such verbs are called phrasal verbs. Now, children, you know that prepositions are the words that show some relationship between two nouns, or maybe a noun and a pronoun. Examples: of, on, in, into, etc. Adverbs are the verbs that describe verbs like quickly, silently, slowly, and so on. So sometimes, if verbs are used with preposition or verbs are used with adverbs, then they form phrasal verbs like stopped by, called on. Now, when these verbs work in combination with preposition or adverbs, they form phrasal verbs, and these phrasal verbs have altogether a different meaning. In phrasal verbs का पूरी तरीके से एक अलग meaning होता है. Like in this exercise, 8 phrasal verbs are written and you have to write the meanings of these phrasal verbs. In bracket, I have mentioned a sentence showing the usage of these phrasal verbs so that it is clear to you. Now, in books, you need not write the sentences, but yes, you must know the usage. Break into, to enter by force. Robbers broke into the bank and looted it. Get over, to overcome. I am trying to get over my fear of water. Sort out, to fix any problem. Please sort out the matter before leaving, means किसी problem को सुलझाना. Join in, to take part in something with another group. He joined in the meeting but late. That means एक group already exist कर रहा है और उसमें आपने join करा. So that is join in. Look after, to take care. ध्यान रखना. She asked me to look after her dog for a day. Carry on, to continue. Teacher asked the students to carry on with their lunch. Make out, to find out. That means किसी को देख के कुछ समझना. I could make out from his face that he was upset. Break down, to stop working because of fault. Due to breakdown of electricity, I could not take the print. Breakdown means it is generally used in terms of maybe machines. Like machines are working and all of a sudden it stops. So that's a breakdown. Interjections. Now, these are the expressions of exclamation that show strong emotions. For example, hurrah, alas, oh, bravo, etc. So, जब भी हम कोई अपने expressions, emotions express करते हैं, then they are interjections. So, there is matching. There are interjections and their meanings. You need to match it. Now, coming to grammar glee. Complete the sentences given below using the appropriate forms of the verbs given in the bracket. Now, in the bracket, the verbs are given. You have to write their correct form. Correct form means there are 3 forms of the verb. First form, second form, third form. First form is also known as the present form or the root form or base form. Second form of the verb is past form of the verb. And the third form is past participle. Now, whenever in sentence you find words like has, have or had, these 3 words, has, have and had, you have to use the third form of the verb, that is past participle. If in a sentence already some past form has been used, that means you have to use the second form of the verb only. Then if the sentence shows a routine work or maybe a habit, then that is simple present. So let's start. He drank all the milk. The boys have gone home, because it's have, so third form. Babita sat on the bench. They had, so third form, chosen the wrong road. They did the best that they could. Now could is in the past form of can. So here also we are using the past form of do, that is did. I thought, now thought is in past form. So break का भी हम past form second form में use करेंगे, that is I thought you had. Now had is used, so it will be broken, third form, your leg. I give the right answer every time. Now every time means it's a routine, it's an habit. So we are using first form, that is give. He ran as fast as he could. Could is in past form, so we are using ran. That is also in past. Who threw these toys on the floor? As we drove around the corner, the tire burst. Now what is the three forms of burst? It's burst, burst and burst. So it will be second form we are using, that is burst, because here it is drove. One of the boys has. With has we use the third form. So swam. Swim, swam and swum. So third form is swum. To show, to get help. You should have. With have, third form, blown. Blow, blew, blown. So we'll be using the third form. Blown up those balloons for the party. Right? Now next is regular and irregular verb. Now children, we have already learned the three forms of the verb. Now one more concept is being added to it, that these verbs can be categorized as regular and irregular verbs also. Regular verbs are those verbs whose past tense and past participle is formed by adding ed. जब आपने थ्री फॉर्म्स पढ़े थे, जैसे क्लाइम है तो क्लाइम्ड, क्लाइम्ड, टॉक, टॉक्ड, टॉक्ड, तो जो सेकेंड फॉर्म है दैट इज पास्ट टेंस एंड थर्ड फॉर्म है पास्ट पार्टिसिपल, इसमें हम ईडी लगाते हैं. तो जिस वर्ब में हम ईडी लगा के पास्ट टेंस या पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म करते हैं, दोज वर्ब्स आर कॉल्ड रेगुलर वर्ब्स, and rest all will come in the category of irregular verbs. So how we are framing past tense and past participle in irregular verbs? There are three ways. All forms are the same, like put, 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 or cut, cut, cut. Two forms are the same, like last two forms same honge. Yeah, all the three forms are different, like see, saw, seen, go, went, gone. So रेगुलर वर्ब्स जिनके पास्ट टेंस या पास्ट पार्टिसिपल में ईडी लगता है, एंड इरेगुलर वर्ब्स जिनके या तो लास्ट टू फॉर्म सेम है या तीनों डिफरेंट या तीनों सेम. राइट? सो दिस इज द टेबल. दिस इज द बेस फॉर्म, दैट इज द फर्स्ट फॉर्म. पास्ट फॉर्म, दैट इज द सेकेंड फॉर्म. पास्ट पार्टिसिपल, दैट इज द थर्ड फॉर्म. And after filling these two, that is past form and past participle, you have to write whether the verb is regular or irregular. So अगर इन दोनों फॉर्म्स में ed लगा है तो ये रेगुलर होगा. ed नहीं लगा है, that means it's irregular. Right? So laugh, laughed, laughed. Come, came, come. Cut, cut, cut. Paint, painted, painted. Shut, shut, shut. Bite, bit, bitten. Learn, learned, learned. Lay, laid, laid. Steal, stole, stolen. Choose, chose, chosen. Run, ran, run. tell, told, told, shoot, shot, shot, blow, blew, blown, stand, stood, stood, forget, forgot, forgotten, hurt, 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 right? And then you have to write regular or irregular. Now coming to punctuation, use apostrophe and rewrite the following conversation to show belonging and for contractions. Now apostrophes you already know. You have learned this in chapter in grammar book, that is noun possession, right? When something belongs to someone, we use these apostrophes, right? And contractions are what? Contractions are the short form. Like when we write do not, the short form is don't. Has not, hasn't, right? So those contractions also you have to use in the conversation. So this is there. Like, this is Tarun's bag, I think. Megha says, but I'm wondering. So I am. Short form is I'm. Wondering if this is Karan's diary. Now Karan's, this is apostrophe. The one he calls his my secret friend, I remember he was looking for it. Right, Neha, and these are Nana's pencils. So Nana's is showing apostrophe. Let us का short form है. Let's look into the bag. These are Bonnie's. Again it's an apostrophe. This is Seema's notepad. Seema's is apostrophe. This is Radha's pair of scissors. So Radha's, that is also apostrophe. So we have found the thief. We have, this is the contraction of it. It is it's the short form. None other than Tarun. Let's, that is let us, contraction, catch the thief before he escapes. So whenever there is belongingness, we will use apostrophe, and sometimes in words like let us, we have, or I am, we are using contractions, right? So these exercises, children, you have to do it in your literature book only. Thank you.